We recently sailed on Holland America's Nieuw Statendam in Club Orange, and I almost hate to tell you anything about it because I would like to keep this as my own little secret. Club Orange is the name of a level of upgrades that you can get on your personal Holland America booking. At the time of this recording, the price is $25 per person per day for any sailings that are under 14 days. But if your sailing is 14 days or more, that price drops down to $15 per person per day. And just what do you get for this increased price? First, there's a possible discount on your cruise fare if you add Club Orange at the time you book it. For instance, if you book the least expensive category of veranda, you could get upgraded to the next level of veranda cabin at no additional cost. But you do have to ask for this at the time of booking and pay for your Club Orange at that time as well. The next perk we're going to look at for having Club Orange is priority embarkation. Now, I'm all about being able to get on that ship as quickly as possible. And it was so nice to drop our baggage off at the cruise terminal, go through security, and then bypass all of these people that were sitting down in the cruise terminal waiting till their boarding time and be able to ride that escalator all the way on up and board the ship. When we arrived into our cabin, we saw lots of printed information all about Club Orange, things that we should be able to expect. And this placard had a whole list of those expectations all lined out for us. The first one being priority embarkation. Now, this would be a little bit of a moot point if you didn't know about priority embarkation before you got here to your room to find out about it. But the next thing talks about priority tendering. When your ship arrives at a port that does not have a dock or has too many ships already at the dock, then you have to tender into that port. And that's where you get on smaller boats to go over to the port area. Priority tendering is valuable because all these people on the ship really want to get over to the port. And if you really need to get over there early to catch an excursion or to do something that you have planned, priority tendering is great. Guests in Neptune Suites and Pinnacle Suites already get priority tendering, but everyone else will have to go and pick up a tender ticket, first come, first serve, and then they call out the numbers when it's time for your tender to go. The bad thing about this is they may say tender tickets will start being distributed around 8 a.m. You better get there 30 to 40 minutes before that time and stand in line if you need to quit an early tender ticket. Having Club Orange, though, lets you get on the tenders whenever you're ready to go. So you don't have to go pick up a tender ticket. You just get on the tender whenever you're ready. We had a couple of tender ports on our particular itinerary, and the night before our first tender port, we received a letter letting us know how that works for Club Orange guests. You are not required to collect a tender ticket from the designated lounge and may proceed directly to where the tenders board. Simply show your key card to the staff at the gangway. If you are booked on a shore excursion that meets ashore, please proceed to your tour's designated meeting location. It worked splendidly. We just showed our room key to the gangway staff and she just waved us right in line with whatever ticket number was being called at the moment. The next two priority perks listed is a priority guest services desk and a priority shore excursions desk. We also were going to be able to get priority disembarkation. A few days before disembarkation, we received a packet all about what to expect as a Club Orange guest. It contained our luggage tags and lots of clear and concise instructions for disembarkation day. The best statement saying, as part of your benefits, you may disembark at your leisure between 7:45 and 8:45 a.m. It is nice to get to disembark whenever you want to and not have to wait for your disembarkation luggage tag number to be called. So we could get off as soon as we wanted to once they had started announcing the tickets and stay as long as we wanted to when they were calling the very last ticket numbers. And since our flight was later in the day and we weren't in any rush, we just waited till the last minute and got off then. We had a premium in-room room service dining menu. Now, we never did use the premium dining in the room, so I apologize. I didn't take a picture of the menu. Instead, we always went to the Club Orange dining room, and more about that in a little bit. Next thing listed is a dedicated concierge hotline. We had a special letter from our dedicated concierge, Mustafa, and he invited us to use a special number to call if we needed help with any kind of thing like shore excursion or spa reservations. We could call this concierge and he would help us get those reservations taken care of. We got our exclusive Club Orange tote bag, and this is much better than just your generic tote bag. I use this one quite often. Very well made. The fabric is good. It has little pockets in it. I really liked this Club Orange tote bag. They served sparkling wine the first night of our embarkation day at dinner. Now, my husband and I don't drink, and when we said no thank you to that, they offered to give us a soda for a complimentary beverage. I thought that was very considerate of them to do that. When you're Club Orange, the stateroom comes with a premium bathrobe. So here I am modeling this bathrobe now. You don't get to keep it, but it's comfy and plush and great for lounging in the cabin or throwing on to get out on the balcony if you see something you want to run out and take a look at. Our room came with a complimentary umbrella too. I don't believe this is a Club Orange perk. I think it's just a Holland America perk, but I really thought the umbrella was nice, and it's orange, so why not throw it in here too? The absolute best perk of Club Orange, in my opinion, is the dedicated dining room on the Pinnacle class ships. If you're not on a Pinnacle class ship, they say that you have priority seating in the main dining room. The Club Orange dining room menu is the same as the main dining room menu. However, they do have a chef's special in the Club Orange, and I often got the special dish. The key card tells the location of the Club Orange dining room and mentions that no reservations are needed. Almost always we like to eat really early, so we never had trouble getting a seat in the dining room. On one occasion, we got there a little bit later and they did give us a pager, but our table was ready really soon, so it was no issue at all. The service was top notch. We had our own maitre d'. We had the same waiters most all of the time who really knew our preferences. And what I really liked was when we had a table with a view of the chefs, because they would do made-to-order breakfast in the mornings. And it's so nice to have your eggs cooked right there and brought to you immediately. And the specials that were on the menu were prepared by those chefs, and we could watch them at work. Usually during a sailing, we like to treat ourselves to at least one specialty dining restaurant during the sailing. However, on this particular sailing with Club Orange, we never felt like we wanted to leave the Club Orange dining room. We didn't care to use the specialty restaurant. A lot of people book the Have It All package where you're already going to get some specialty dining along with your Wi-Fi and some drinks. Since we don't drink, we don't feel like that Have It All package is a smart decision for us. So paying the extra to do Club Orange gives us the benefits that we would really want more. And Club Orange made us feel like we were in a specialty restaurant. What a treat. I will post a separate video about the food that we experienced here on Holland America. Some of the dishes will be what you would get in the main dining room, but you'll also see some of the special dishes that you could get in Club Orange as well. So be watching for that video coming out before too long. Did I enjoy Club Orange? You bet I did. Would I do it again? I'd like to. What's the disadvantage? Well, Club Orange sells out pretty quickly. So if you're booking far in advance, you have a better chance of being able to add Club Orange as you do your booking. If you're booking short notice cruises, you may or may not be able to get into Club Orange. So keep that in mind. That's the only disadvantage I really see, is that you might get spoiled when you have it the first time and not be able to get it the next time you go. I know you will enjoy sailing with Holland America, whether you have Club Orange or not. The food is great, the service is wonderful, and I think you will have an amazing experience. This is Shirley with Shirley's Journeys, and I hope all of your journeys are pleasant ones.